Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since May 20th, 2025, our system has identified Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -3.47. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock recorded a loss of -2.03%. This equates to an average loss of -0.14% per day since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term, which typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders. As a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend is expected, a breakout above the top trend line at $207.56 will initially indicate a slower decline, but may also signal the beginning of a trend reversal. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 6.08% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between -24.35% and -3.82%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected decline of 4.89%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from -20.15% to +18.80% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $161.84 and $240.77. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline: Apple stock price ended at $202.67 on Tuesday, after gaining 0.606%. The Apple stock price gained 0.606% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, rising from $201.45 to $202.67. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 1.88% with a day low of $200.57 and a day high of $204.35. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 1.23% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by 21 million shares, with a total of 51 million shares bought and sold, totaling approximately $10.4 billion. It is important to consider that falling volume on rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $260.10, and the lowest price was $169.21. Currently, the price is 22.08%, or $57.43. Below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. At today's Worldwide Developers Conference, Apple revealed a mix of updates that could influence its stock price both in the short and long term. The introduction of iOS 26 has been met with excitement among users, showcasing enhancements that may improve customer retention. However, Apple's slow-moving advances in artificial intelligence have drawn criticism, causing some analysts to question whether the company is keeping pace with competitors like Meta and Alphabet. This underwhelming artificial intelligence strategy could hinder investor confidence, especially as expectations for rapid innovation in this field are high. Additionally, the ongoing United States-China trade talks may create market volatility and uncertainty, impacting tech stocks, including Apple. Investors are keenly awaiting the outcomes of these discussions, as they could influence supply chains and profit margins. Furthermore, concerns about potential fraud investigations could weigh on investor sentiment, adding another layer of risk to Apple's stock. While Apple's robust hardware ecosystem and strong brand loyalty might support its price in the long term, immediate market reactions may be swayed by these developments, leading to increased caution among investors. As always, the interplay of innovation, regulatory environments, and competitive pressures will play crucial roles in determining Apple's trajectory moving forward. Analyst ratings. On Sunday, the 1st of June, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned AAPL a buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 21st of May, 2025, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned AAPL a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 12th of May, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned AAPL an overweight grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 5th of May, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned AAPL a cautious grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned AAPL a neutral grade with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Apple. Volume decreased during the last trading day, even as prices increased. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which could serve as an early warning sign. It's advisable to monitor the stock closely. Additionally, some negative signals have emerged, which may impact near-term developments. The Apple stock is currently showing a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. With the long-term average positioned above the short-term average, the overall outlook for the stock appears more negative. If the stock experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $204.43. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $202.35. A breakout above the long-term average would generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would produce an additional sell signal, reinforcing the overall trend. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, and the stock has since declined by 4.99%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, a sell signal is presently indicated by the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a sell signal. The pivot points suggest a sell signal from 28 days ago. Bollinger Bands presented a buy signal 45 days ago. The short-term moving average indicated a sell signal 5 days ago. The long-term moving average also suggested a sell signal 15 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages generated a buy signal 11 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a sell signal 15 days ago. The long-term moving average provided a buy signal 67 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages generated a buy signal 62 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85, and this level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. This stock is typically traded at a strong volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is considered to be low. Over the last day, the stock moved $3.78, which is 1.88% between its high and low. For the past week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 2.20%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 30th of July, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $203.19. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from various analyst sources remains neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh conducted an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh executed two insider sales, one for 5,111 shares and another for 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. On the same day, Kevin Parekh also conducted an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 19.228. In total, insiders have purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in these last 100 trades. We hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and there has been no stop loss established. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple is showing several negative signals and is positioned within a broad and declining trend. As a result, we anticipate it will continue to perform weakly in the upcoming days or weeks, leading us to maintain a negative outlook on this stock. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems have determined that the present price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 11th of June, we expect Apple to open lower by 14 cents, commencing trading at $202.53. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from everyone here at StockInvest.